Hello friends, on the 4th of June, the Council for the Indian Schools Certificate Examination sent a strictly confidential note to all the ICSE affiliated schools asking them to upload the pre-board examination marks out of 100. That created a lot of confusion among schools because the exams, that is the pre-board exams, were held out of 80 marks, as all of you know. Now on the 6th of June, that is yesterday, Saturday, the Council sent across a second note in which it clarified that since the Council is already in receipt of the internal assessment marks of the candidates, the schools are required to submit marks obtained by candidates in the theory component of the pre-board marks, right? And the Council has also in the same letter attached the list of all the subjects where the maximum theory marks are indicated against each subject. This goes on for 3 pages. So for subjects like English, mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, history, civics, geography, it will be out of 80, right? But in subjects like computer applications, commercial applications, applied art, etc., it will be out of 100, right? So that is an update on the circular sent by the CISCE. Now, many of you have also been asking what happened during the virtual meeting between the officials of the CBSE and the ICSE boards and the Maharashtra government representatives. Frankly, not much really. As expected, both the CBSE and the CISE asked the state government of Maharashtra to reconsider its decision not to allow these board examinations to take place in Maharashtra given the kind of COVID hotspot nature of many of its cities, including capital Mumbai. Now, earlier this week, as we had reported, the Maharashtra government had written to the boards asking them to either postpone the exams or rely on internal evaluation. Now, according to a small item story which has been published in the Times of India, the Mumbai edition, at the meeting, the board officials also shared the data on the number of students in Maharashtra who have to appear for these exams, both CBSE as well as ICSE and ISE. Now, Hindustan Times reports that 12,000 students have to appear for the CBSE class 12 examinations, while 23,000 ICSE and ISE combined are enrolled in Maharashtra schools. They will have to appear as candidates in Maharashtra. Now, state officials said they will work out a solution. Now, what does that mean? It means that the last word has not been said yet. Now, I just want to put this in context, give you perspective. Please understand that such big decisions are not taken, never taken in one meeting, right? It doesn't quite work that way. It's not like turning on a light or switching off the light, right? Various factors come into play. There are a large number of stakeholders who are involved, and it is much more complicated than what you think. Let me try to simplify this. There are basically 2 aspects to this entire issue. One argument is that the ICSE class 10 examinations should be cancelled. CBSE class 10 in any case were almost over except for the computers exam which was cancelled, right? But the same cannot be said about CBSE and the ISE class 12 examinations. And why so? Because those marks, the class 12 marks, definitely matter when it comes to securing admission to college, right? As all of us know. Now, many of the papers in both CBSE and ISE are already over, but there are some important ones which are still pending. The timetable for that was given in the first fortnight of July. I mean, the exams to be conducted in the first 2 weeks of July. But the counter question that can be posed and is being posed is that if class 12 examinations can be conducted, in case if they are conducted, why not class 10 exams as well, right? So obviously what it means is that you cannot really separate the 2 board examinations. This is for those who are putting forth the argument that class 10 ko cancel kar do, class 12 ka decision aap dekh lo, okay, because that is deemed to be more important. But if we are to talk only about class 12, and this I come to the second aspect of this issue, there are 12 lakh CBSE students all over India, right? Whereas the number of ISE students is less than a lakh, right? So there is a wide disparity. And today it is the Maharashtra government, tomorrow it could be any other state government also which could raise a similar objection to the conduct of the board exams, the CBSE and the ICSE ISC exams in their state. So the point to note here is that CBSE in terms of numbers is really the big organization, which is why I have been saying that what the CBSE and by extension what the Union HRD ministry finally decides will also decide the fate of the ISC and the ICSE examination. Remember, it was Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank, the HRD minister, who in fact even announced the dates of the CBSE examination. That's an important point to note. The decision on whether or not to conduct the examinations in Maharashtra is also a little complicated because the government in Maharashtra is a non-BJP government, while there is a BJP-led government at the center. Now, these are political dynamics which are also equally important. And it is here that the political dynamics which comes into play. Would the BJP government at the center in New Delhi allow a central body, that is the CBSE, whose activities are controlled by the HRD ministry, to be kind of dictated terms by a Shiv Sena, NCP, Congress government in Maharashtra? Because if it does, what kind of signal does it send to the entire country that the central government is unable to even conduct an examination throughout the country? This has all got deeper political implications, the kind of messaging that will go out. You understand? And if Maharashtra is able to stall the examinations, not because it wants to send a message politically, but if it manages, if it actually ends up stalling the board examinations because it is concerned about the health of the students of Maharashtra, what happens then next to the NEET exam, which is on the 26th of July, and to the IIT JEE mains entrance examinations, which are also scheduled for the 3rd, 4th week of July. Because those are also national exams, those are also decided largely by the center. So it will have a lot of bearing on many other things, right? So keep this dynamics in mind. So what I mean to say is that it is not just about the ICSE board or about the CBSE. The decision finally will have to be taken at the political level by the Maharashtra government and by extension what the central government decides. The Maharashtra government has already made its position clear. What the union government now says will matter most, which is why I said in the video day for yesterday, the call needs to be taken finally by the Prime Minister himself. Also, there are two legal factors which also need to be borne in mind. On Tuesday, the Bombay High Court will decide whether or not to admit a public interest litigation by a parent against the conduct of these examinations. It was actually supposed to come up on Friday. It has now been pushed to Tuesday. The Telangana High Court, again yesterday, it refused permission to conduct the Class 10 State Board examinations in Hyderabad, which is a COVID-19 hotspot. That will be a precedent as well. That will also be a factor because a High Court has also ruled against conduct of examinations in areas which are COVID-19 hotspots, and Mumbai, Pune, Thane are bigger COVID-19 hotspots than Hyderabad. So understand different aspects, understand the nuances. In fact, I would say there are many more aspects which I cannot discuss on a public platform, but suffice to say a lot goes in before a decision is finally taken, right? Also, finally, I just want to leave you with those thoughts, and I want to say this very clearly. At Study with Sudhir, we take pride in teaching. Nothing gives me more joy than actually putting down your syllabus and not actually news video lessons like these. I take a lot of pride and I put in a lot of effort before actually record the video lesson on any chapter, from whether it's from history, civics, geography or English literature or grammar. And it brings us a lot of happiness when students actually write in on email or in the comment section or over Instagram to say that they understood a concept or a lesson better because of the manner they were taught on Study with Sudhir. Nothing makes me more happy. It makes me very happy when they write in to say that they performed well in either the examinations or even in a speaking contest because of the tips that were imparted on this channel. For us, that is the dharma. Bottom line. Our motto and dharma is therefore to be trustworthy educators and mentors, right? To build a very healthy and dignified ecosystem of mutual respect, to build a better society of young citizens like you, and also with your parents and teachers as respectable stakeholders in this entire ecosystem. So let's be positive, not corona positive, and shun all negativity. We shouldn't have any space for any kind of negativity or negative people in our ecosystem. Thank you very much for watching.